The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Covered by Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is Universal.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Yeah. That's right. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. We do it each and every day at the end. Beef, what are we giving out today?
This day and every day this week, Dan, it's a double dip. First, daily winners are going to get $25 to Donato's Pizza. They've got their new location over in Jack's Beach, so you can dine on us. And every winner this week being entered for a chance to win a twosome in the Coastal Equipment Guggen Open that's coming up Monday, August 3rd over at Queens Harbor Yacht and Country Club.
Wonderful. Beef, on the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, elephant in the room when Prosser returns. Why is it that when Dan, the mogul, goes on vacation, he continues to provide a downtime with Dan every day, and when Prosser leaves, there's nothing? Crickets.
These are good questions.
I mean, I'm looking to you for the answer here.
I don't know.
Me. I don't want to be the guy.
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
All right.
These are all good questions.
All right.
I cut my teeth on sports fanaticism.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So, anyway. The Washington NFL team made it official yesterday as they retire their nickname, their logo. So, interesting article on ESPN where many of the former players.
Much like the fans, there's a good bit of
mixed
hot takes on both sides.
Yeah. Doesn't erase the history, though.
No.
Doesn't
Doesn't change anything that happened.
Yeah. I think, though, the only thing I'll say is I agree with you. I think you said it yesterday. Whatever you new nickname, first off, don't do anything controversial. You don't need that. And secondly, find something red in there. Keep the colors, keep the scheme. And if it's the Red Tails, fine. And if it's the Red Wolves, fine. And if it's the Red whatever, fine. And HTTR stays. And the song stays and everything stays.
Now, the hard part is they're trying to get something through, but they've run into the roadblock of the notorious trademark squatter.
We have a trademark squatter?
There's a trademark squatter guy in D.C.
boy.
who has squatted. He's out of Arlington. I think he's a realtor, and he has squatted on like 30 nicknames. Anything that's ever been conceivably floated as an idea for this team to change their name to, this guy is squatted on the trademark.
All right, I have a question here, and I don't have the answer.
Trying to get some cheese.
I want to talk two college quarterbacks first. One is the Georgia quarterback who was
JT Daniels.
Given eligibility yesterday.
Got his waiver yesterday.
After we had signed off, and my question that I asked was...
I saw your question, and I agree.
Yeah.
What's the hang-up?
Yeah. What's the hang-up?
With Joey Gatewood.
Yeah. Like, why does JT Daniels – so I actually asked Denny Thompson, quarterback whisperer guru.
Right, he works with Joey.
That question, and he said, you know what, I'm not 100% sure. My guess is that it's an SEC to SEC, so maybe you need an SEC approval too, and maybe that's part of the holdup. But
I guess
it's not
that could
fair
be...
to the kid, man. It's ridiculous. Cut this crap out, NCAA, SEC, whoever is responsible, you jackasses, and give every kid a freebie. Give every kid a freebie. Coach can leave. Coach can leave from school A to school B, start immediately at school B, make more money at school B, but player has to sit out. Stop it. Just stop it. Give him a freebie and let's move on. It's not that difficult. And Joey Gatewood, if anybody deserves eligibility right away, it's Joey Gatewood. Joey Gatewood got screwed at Auburn. 100%. 100%. If you wanted to go with Bo Nix, that's fine. If the lineage was part of it, that's your choice. But there were times where Bo Nix was so bad that it demanded that Joey Gate would go in the game for a change of pace, and they wouldn't even do that. Wouldn't even do that. Never has there been more of a comfort zone for a quarterback than what Bo Nix had as a true freshman last year. And he may be a great player. He beat Alabama. That's fine. Joey Gatewood deserved to play last year, and he didn't, and so he left, and he should. And he went to Kentucky, and no one should have a problem with that, and he should be eligible to play right here, right now.
Right.
And then the other question is, why is JT Daniels' eligibility granted immediately? And he said, I'm not talking about it. Well, why not? Is that not a story? What was the problem at USC? And why did the NCAA – it sounds to me like he lawyered up and said, you don't give me my eligibility, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what even was the issue at USC with him?
No, well, he lost his job to Slovis because he got hurt. So there's no...
So what, is that his claim because he lost due to injury?
No, that can't be his claim.
Right.
It has to be something, has to be something that the NCAA doesn't want to mess with. So they just say, okay, yeah, you're fine. It's a ruse, and it pisses me off. Can I say that or no?
That's fair.
FCC?
Do it.
Okay.
YOLO.
At 7:30 a.m., I just said it. Not even 9 o'clock nasty. I'm sorry. But I did. It's not, again, and listen, this isn't about Georgia and my distaste for you dogs out there. I have none right now. I don't care. You got Jamie Newman. You got Carson Beck. You got plenty of quarterbacks.
How many QBs do you need?
I mean, you're only going to play one, so if it's JT Daniels, so be it. Let the competition begin. Let's hope there's football. I'm cool with that. My problem is I have two problems right now. Number one, it's really hot in this studio.
It's sweltering.
That's one of my problems.
Sweat
and
is
my second problem is
it's hard to see on the Facebook Live video. Sweat is just pouring
sweating
off of you.
And it's affecting the hair.
It's affecting the product.
It is affecting the product.
And the product is petroleum-based, so pretty soon Dan's eyes are going to be burning.
Correct.
Like gasoline just
and
seeping into his eyeballs.
If I can't see, I can't read, then I'm just going to go ad lib, and that's when I get in trouble.
You've got to be able to read off the prompter. They don't see the prompter in front of you, but it's there.
Next thing you know, I say something wrong.
Exactly.
I get held accountable. I'm relieved of my duties. Television then is thusly angry with me as well. They follow, and I'm living under a bridge with a bottle of Mad Dog.
It's a slippery slope.
It can happen.
Look.
I'm sucking back some Boone's Farm under a bridge, homeless, while BWR has divorced me and remarried to a doctor. The children won't talk to me. All because what? It's hot in here.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Just click the thermostat down. 2 notches. Just bang,
Two
bang.
notches.
Just 2.
Don't do it when you come in.
Right.
Do it before you leave.
Right. Or I don't know if you've heard about this. These thermostats now, it's new technology, but they do actually have a timer.
Beef, get Bueller on the line. We're going to stay cooler with Bueller.
Stay cooler.
Get my guys. Those are my boys. We'll get the Bueller boys over here. That pretty truck of theirs.
They are nice trucks.
They'll fix things real quick, man. It's just a phone call away. Stay cooler with Bueller, buddy. I'm hot. It says 78 on the thermostat. That's warm.
Starting to get the swarm pits.
Does anyone keep it? Are you? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Beef's a sweater now.
Little dampness.
You are a sweater.
Yeah. I keep a jug of Gold
I'm
Bond
sorry.
in my locker.
I tried. I did it. I've done an hour here as long as I can, and now I'm complaining. It's not good radio, and I apologize. The other quarterback I wanted to talk about is Deion's kid.
Yes.
I want some understanding on that one as well. And here's my question. Okay, why can't a kid like Deion Sanders' kid, whoever it is, he was a ESPN 300 quarterback.
He's a 4-star. He's the number 8 quarterback in the 21 class per ESPN.
Okay. So why do I say, no, he's not? Or why do I think, what's the deal when he chooses a smaller school over the big boys? Because he had offers to...
According to ESPN, he was being courted. It's a long list.
Yes.
But the big names on there, Florida's on there, FSU, Georgia, among them,
well,
LSU.
That's enough. That tells you the ilk of school that was after him.
A lot of teams on there.
Okay? And he signed with Willie Taggart and FAU. So my question is he not as good as we think, or is that unfair of me to think that?
This is Shedeur Sanders. He said, quote, "I wanted to write my own legacy. FAU gave me an opportunity to do that. I trust the staff. Willie Taggart was the first coach to offer me an opportunity to play at the next level."
Does that mean he's going to go in and start right away? And by the way, my son told me yesterday he was committing last night, and they all said he was going to FAU, so they all knew he was headed there. So I guess did the other schools back off him? Was he getting chased because of who his dad is? It's not, or is that unfair of me to think that? Did FSU want him because he's Sanders? They want Deion back in. He has some great numbers, right? Have you seen his stats, by the way, B?
Yeah.
He threw for 3,400 yards and 47 touchdowns with 4 picks last year. As a sophomore, he threw for 3,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, and 7 picks. That's pretty good. Deion was the offensive coordinator of that team. I mean, look, again, I get it. Deion starts a school, builds a school. His other kid is a corner at South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I don't think they're of the ilk of prime time.
No.
Right? So I guess that's my question. Are we allowed to ask those questions? Is that fair? Are we being disingenuous? Should we just be happy for the kid? I'm happy for the kid. Good luck at Florida Atlantic. That's great news. I think it's fine. All right. I wanted to talk about Urban Meyer a little bit. And the reason why I bring this up is there's some discussion. Was it Gator? Let me look real quick. I think Gators football on Twitter or somebody said they had an announcement about Ring of Honor, but not necessarily that Urban's going in. And I think, 7/23/20 coming soon. Hashtag Gators Ring of Honor. Hashtag Go Gators.
Go Gators. Beat those dogs.
Thank you. By the way, Nikki Meyer Dennis. Does that name sound familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be the daughter of Herbs. Said, is this even a discussion? She tweeted to the Florida Gators. Somebody replied, it's still a sore subject. Your dad deserves it, but that wound is still open. I think if he had just been honest and said he was burned out instead of saying he was retiring for health and family and returned months later to coach at Ohio State, we need more time, in my opinion. We don't need more time. Listen, I understand if you're a passionate Gator fan, man. I'm a passionate Gator fan. We don't need any more time. We're fine. Welcome Herbs back with open arms. Don't be that guy. You know, life's about forgiveness, man. It's too short. Have we not learned anything in 2020? Are we still complaining and being about football coaches? The guy won 2 natties at Florida. 3 13-1 seasons. And don't sit there if you're a Florida Gator fan, and don't you dare sit there and say, yeah, but he didn't do it with the highest integrity. Shut up. You didn't care then, and you don't care now. That's silly. So, stop. Reply to you, Nikki Meyer Dennis, no, it shouldn't be a discussion. And by the way, I would say Nikki Meyer Dennis would be the kids were huge. It was right in their wheelhouse of growing up. They're probably more Gator fan than they are Ohio State fan. I don't think they went. One of them, maybe both of the girls were volleyball players. One went
right. Wasn't that part of the reason he quote unquote retired?
Wow.
To go to the volleyball games.
And his son was playing baseball at Cincinnati.
Get the heart right.
Yeah.
Go to some volleyball games.
Yeah. Look, that's fine.
Wink, wink.
That's fine.
Maybe have some pizza.
But anyway, the boys say somebody came out yesterday and said, "Look, this isn't about Urban Meyer," and that's fine. But Urban Meyer, for the point of this discussion, Urban Meyer deserves to be in the Gator Ring of Honor, 100%, no questions asked. And our drill poll question today, presented by Rich Safety, Florida's trusted personal protection equipment provider. Do you want Urban Meyer in Gators Ring of Honor? We have, how many votes do we have? 600 votes. 31.8% say 2 natties, 100%, and 25.8% say, of course, well-deserved. That alone, that's 67%. So 7 out of 10, that's pretty good. 23% say, no, he quit on us. That's still too high. That's still too high. Now, let me get here real quick. Gators, I think I got that right. Who's in the Ring of Honor at Florida? But I want to make sure that I have it. Because it is the highest of the high honors. It's the Ring of Honor at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. And here's the criteria to meet merit consideration. Heisman Trophy winner, a former UF All-American inducted into NFL Hall of Fame for accomplishments as players, former UF All-Americans who are NFL career category leaders, collegiate career category leaders, coaches with UF national championships, coaches with at least 3 UF SEC championships, players with 2 or more consensus All-American honors, who have also been named National Offensive Defensive Player of the Year. Emmett, Spurrier, Danny, Jack, and Wilbur. Those 5 are in the ring.
That's kind of who's who.
And Urban should be 6.
Go Gators, beat those
Now,
dogs.
I'm trying to think, is there anyone else? Is there anyone else who would merit consideration with those? I don't think there are. So, Dan Mullen could work his way into the Ring of Honor, by the way. Would be pretty nice. We'd love to have Dan in the Ring of Honor, which would be a great thing. But, yeah, Herbs should go into the Ring of Honor.
There's an article trying to make the case. It's from a couple years ago, but an article trying to make the case for Percy.
Percy is one to discuss. I think they want it to be as exclusive as possible, right?
Right.
But there have been some great football players at Florida through the years, and I'm glad these guys are in. They should be in the Ring of Honor. And Wilbur should definitely be in the Ring of Honor. Wilbur is still the best defensive player that I have ever seen at the University of Florida.
Somebody said Marquise Pouncey, when he finally retires from the NFL, will probably get it.
Yeah, because he'll be an NFL Hall of Famer.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Said, much like Freddie T, Kevin Carter, Lomas Brown, kind of fringe guys.
Yeah, those guys, I mean, it'd be hard-pressed to keep those guys out. So, I don't know. Anyway, you can vote at Dan Hicken. I'm just curious. I want to see what Gator Nation says. But in my opinion, we're long past. We don't need any more years. We don't need any more discussion. Herbs has been gone for a decade. He's fine. He still has a fond spot for Florida. This is what I always said about Herbs. The reason why Gator Nation didn't love Herbs is because he wasn't one of us. He talked about, even when he coached against Ohio State, he talked about carrying a buck nut in his pocket. He was always Ohio. That's fine, though. I don't care. The guy came down here. He put on Gator garb on the sideline, and he won his 2 daddies.
Right.
He got Tebow to come there, who is one of us. So there you go. Put him in the ring.
Stick him in the ring.
Who
Who cares?
I know you care. Gator Nation cares, but that's fine. Put him in. All right?
Go
All right.
Gators, beat those dogs.
Thank you, Herbs. Let's go. Let's do caller number 5 at 641-1010. Beef, tell them what they win, and we'll also tell you that Chris Hayes, the JU baseball coach, is coming up at in the 8 o'clock hour, so we'll talk to him a little bit. Talk a little hardball. That's all coming up. But what are they winning right now if they call in?
Call number 5 right now, Dan, at 641-1010. Going to take home $25 to Donato's Pizza for their brand new location out in Jacksonville Beach. And they'll be entered for a chance to win a twosome into the Coastal Equipment Guggen Open. That's coming up Monday, August 3rd at Queens Harbor Yacht and Country Club. So call now at 641-1010.